How's it going, everybody? Um, just got done filming my little box opening with my thoughts on the small batch stuff. So, if you guys haven't seen that video, check it out. Let me know what you think on the small batch stuff. And right now, what I got is a tobacco review or a tasting notes or my opinions, whatever you want to call it. And today we're smoking Amphora full aroma and smoking that little cob. Some months back, probably 6 months ago, a guy commented and said, "Hey, if you could smoke Amphora original and Amphora full aroma, and let me know what you think about it, I'd appreciate it." And so I bought a pouch of the original, bought a pouch of the full aroma, and here we are. I smoked the original pretty close to like after that comment, and posted a video on it. So here's the follow up, and I really will try to do this if people comment and say like, "Hey, let's if we can hear your thoughts about this." It just may not be immediately, because I'm not going to generally just run out just to buy one tin of tobacco or one pouch of tobacco. I'm gonna put it in an order, buy 6, 8, 10 tins, get my free shipping, those kinds of things, and then it could be a couple months before I get to the video, but or I may never get to it, but you never know. Leave a comment. If there's a certain blend you want to know a little bit about, let me know and put it in the comments, and we'll see if we can make it happen for you. On the pouch, it says a complex mix of subtle aromas inspired by the sweetness of the Virginia leaf. I actually never looked this up to see what was even in it. I assumed it was going to be like Virginia, Burley, Kentucky. Maybe a Perique, I don't know, maybe. But I assumed it was going to be Virginia, Burley, or Virginia, Kentucky, something like that. Maybe there's Burley in it, maybe there's Kentucky in it. I don't know. It doesn't say so on the front of the pouch. But like I said, this is one of those I didn't even look up. So, yeah, it's kind of nice sometimes when you get tobacco like that. You're not like, oh, does it have this? It does have that. Because then you are sitting there thinking, oh, then you're thinking like, I'm going to, psych myself out, tell myself I don't even like it because of what's in it or what's not in it. Sometimes it's kind of nice to just get a tobacco and just open it up and just, be surprised. See, sometimes when I go to my cellar, I'll be like, I don't remember buying this. I don't remember what's in it. I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to open it. See what it is. And it's kind of a nice little surprise because generally as pipe smokers we're like so interested in like what's in it, and is it flavored, is it this, is it that, blah blah blah. It's like every once in a while just try opening something. Just you look at it and go, I don't remember what's in this, and don't read the tin, just open it and try it and see what you think. You may be surprised because you may go later on and go, that had Perique. I don't usually like Perique, but I liked it. Maybe you're freaking yourself out by saying, "Oh, there's Perique in it." Anyway, little sidebar. Full aroma versus original. What I'll say first and foremost is that I like the original better than the full aroma. I'm not a big fan in general, of flavored tobaccos or aromatics or whatever you want to call it. I do smoke them from time to time, and there are times when they're appropriate, and I would rather smoke an aromatic than anything else. But that's just not that often. Generally, I have like one or two aromatics. And I keep them in a jar. I mean, I do not keep a lot of tobacco in jars because I smoke them. I open a tin. I smoke. Right now I have like I think 4 tins open, And I don't, where I live, it's a fairly temperate climate, and they don't dry out that fast, and I can generally smoke through a whole tin without them drying out. There's no reason to put them in jars, but like with aromatics, I put them in jars because it's like literally a 2 ounce tin could be open for a year or more. So there are a couple other things that I have in jars, but that's mainly because I bought like 4 ounces of it or 8 ounces of it or a pound of it, and I wanted to smoke it, and then I wanted to jar the rest. Obviously in those situations you gotta do that. But like in terms of opening, I can't remember the last time I opened a 2 ounce tin. Well, actually, I can't remember. I opened a 2 ounce tin of something the other day, a really old GLP's blend. Not really old. It was like 12 to 15 years old, and I opened it and I smoked a bowl, and I said, and that was one of those like, oh my gosh, that is so good. Like, that's so good that what I want to do is I want to jar that, and I want to save that for like special occasions or treats or something like that. That's the last time that I've opened a 2 ounce tin and then jarred it. Before that, probably been years since I jarred a 2 ounce tin. I just don't. I don't do it. I don't like to have a bunch of open tobaccos around. I like to, have a couple tins open and smoke through them, and then I like kind of phase them out. This one gets done, I get to go open a new tin, and then I'm smoking a new tin of something with my other tins, and just kind of rotate them in and out. Sorry about the road noise. But aromatics, they get jarred because I don't smoke them that fast. I like this full aroma. I just don't like it as much as I like the original. The original just like a couple notches up for me. Not a lot, but definitely a couple notches up. There was a little bit less flavoring on the original. I felt like I could taste the tobacco a little bit better. I felt like the quality of the tobacco in the original was a little bit nicer. They're probably using very similar. They could be using the same components in the full aroma versus the original. I don't know. But when I smoked through the pouch of original, I remember thinking like the quality of tobacco feels like really nice. It feels like really close to like a good tin tobacco. Maybe not like, maybe not quite at the level, but like just under, really close. Whereas this, there's been I ran into a lot of stems, like a lot of really thick, big stems. I've run into some pieces that look like cardboard. I don't know what that is. It might honestly be cardboard. There's been a couple like big chunks of things in there, like probably like the size of a dime. That like when I'm messing with it, it looks and feels like cardboard. Maybe it is, or maybe it's just real a stock. I don't know. So the quality kind of like knocked it down a little bit for me, but mainly, I can deal with that if the tobacco is like really good though when you smoke it. And for me, this tobacco is just not really good. It's decent. I've gone on a couple trips recently, and this is what I've been taking. I've been taking this and a couple cobs, and I've been perfectly happy. Um, I went on a hunting trip a few weeks ago, and I was sitting in the back of my truck, and I ate a Mountain House in the back of my truck and drank a Gatorade, and then I filled up a pipe with this Amphora full aroma, and I don't know that I could have been happier. It was just so nice. It was dark and cool, and everything just worked out perfect, and it was like one of those pipes. It was like one of those pipe smoking experiences that you wish could not go on forever, but you wish you could squeeze a little bit more out of it. So that was really nice, and the Amphora full aroma was a great companion on that trip. Like I said, and I haven't had a bad experience with it yet. I just and I've had that one like really good experience, but I haven't had like the consistency. You know, for the most part, it's just kind of like it's just kind of there. You know, it's not good, it's not bad. You know, it's a kind of enjoyable, but you know, it's just kind of there. So I don't know. Interesting. Um, Definitely seems to be more cased, more flavored. Little bit of bite, just a little bit of bite for me. Um, but in general, I think it's pretty good. What I'm probably gonna categorize it as not for me, just because the original's out there, and it's like if I want to buy an Amphora, I'm just gonna buy the original. So you know, I think, and I don't remember what I said about that. I think I said I liked it. I don't think I said not for me on that one. So I don't know. Either way, I think the full aroma is less for me than the original. We'll say that. Um, you can still taste the tobacco. You can still taste, you know, the things you want to taste when you're smoking a pipe, but there's a flavoring there that just kind of ruins it for me a little bit. Just kind of like brings me down a couple notches. I can't put my finger on it. It's kind of like an anise flavoring, and I'm not the biggest fan of the anise flavorings. A lot of the Codger blends have the anise flavorings, and I know going in that, and you know, it's kind of like I already know, you know, I know I'm not a big fan of the anise, but you know, it's not too bad. And this is kind of in that same boat. It's like I'm not a big fan of the maybe without the what I'm perceiving as an anise flavoring there. Um, maybe I like it a lot more. Maybe that's why I like the original. Maybe that anise flavoring's not there. I know. At least I feel that the original had less flavoring in general than the full aroma. So yeah, I don't know. Interested in your comments. Interested in your guys' thoughts and your experiences on Amphora tobaccos, especially the original versus the full aroma. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Let's get a conversation going about it and have a little fun. I apologize, I don't remember the gentleman's name that asked me to do this, but I appreciate you for the suggestion. I really enjoyed this experience. I enjoyed making these videos. I hope you enjoy watching them. And until next time, adios.